Good morning and welcome to the 2024 graduation ceremony at the UW College of Law, and please be seated. It's a wonderful day and a beautiful day outside to boot. I'm Clint Alexander, the Dean of the University of Wyoming College of Law, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this special day and this special ceremony. Today we welcome 84 new members to the legal community. But first, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our special guests who are here with us on stage. In the first row, we have UW Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Kermit Brown. Next to him, we have Trustee Laura Schmidt-Pizzato as well. And our commencement speaker today, Judge David Singleton. And in the middle, we have Dr. Gable Taggart, who will be conferring some of our joint degree students in the public administration program here at the university. In the second row, we have Professor Temple Stollinger, who will be conferring some of our joint degree students for the Masters in E&R program. Assistant Dean Lindsay Hoyt, who will be reading the names of all 81, there are 81 on stage today, of our graduates. And Professors Jim Delaney, Jacqueline Bridgman, and Lauren McLean, who will be hooding our JD graduates today. In the rows behind them, you will find our College of Law faculty and some of our students who've helped put on this program today and who will be graduating next year. We thank all of our graduates. Oh, go ahead. We thank all of our graduates and all of you for being here today. I especially want to thank the parents and spouses of our graduates. We all know that our graduates wouldn't be here without you guys. Your support for the past 3 years has helped catapult them through law school and to arrive on this stage to this day. So thank you for all the support you've given our graduates. Before we get started, I'd like to just take a moment to tell you a little bit about this class. They make up one of our largest graduating classes in recent years. They come from multiple states around the country, and they entered law school with different academic and professional backgrounds. They arrived in the immediate aftermath of a global pandemic and had to confront many challenges as 1L students, but they pulled it off over the last 3 years. They got us back to normal in this town, on this campus, and in this College of Law. So we're grateful for this particular student body. Let's give them a hand. I know I speak on behalf of all of our law faculty. Words alone cannot express how proud we are of you guys for making it through law school and graduating here today. The Juris Doctorate degree will be conferred upon you today, and you should be especially proud of this honor because you deserve it. It's always something we pride ourselves on to have our own special ceremony here at the College of Law just for our law graduates, and it's also something we pride ourselves on, knowing the history of graduation ceremonies in this country, and we like to think we're one of the quickest graduation ceremonies here in the country as well. So to start things off, let's get to it. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Outstanding Law Graduate. Each year, the Outstanding Law Graduate is chosen by his or her 3L classmates to be the class speaker. And this year's recipient is certainly deserving of this honor. Darby Clark is a Casper native and graduated with a degree in graphic design from the University of Wyoming before applying to the UW College of Law. As a law student, she served on the John Berman student government for all 3 years and in the leadership of the Women's Law Forum. Following graduation, she plans to return to Casper to practice law with the law firm of Williams, Porter, Day, and Neville. Please welcome this year's outstanding law student, Darby Clark.
Good morning. Thank you, Dean Alexander, Dean Hoyt, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and above all, the friends and family who have journeyed thousands of miles to be here to support us today. On behalf of the class of 2024, thank you. To the class of 2024, today is not just another day, it's a milestone. Every day is a good day to be a cowboy, but today especially, it feels particularly excellent to be here not just as a cowboy, but a College of Law cowboy. I want to start with a lesson passed down from my dad. He often told my brother and I, one moment, I'll be fine. He often told my brother and I, if you help enough people get what you want, eventually you'll have everything you need. This is a not so exact quote from Zig Ziglar, wherein my dad over the years has modified it to emphasize helping others and putting them first. This sentiment resonates deeply, especially in this profession where our clients' needs are paramount. We must remember that lawyering is fundamentally a service-based profession, and our dedication to our clients will define our purpose. As we embark on diverse paths and pursue our careers, let us always keep our clients at the forefront. Their trust and gratitude will ultimately shape our legacy. Law school is a journey marked by challenges and rewards. It's early mornings, late nights, and endless reading, all leading to the realization that there's still too much to learn. Yet, amidst the hardships, it's cherished moments. Girls' nights, happy hours, and the sense of achievement when hard work pays off. More importantly, it's about the connections forged, forming strangers into our friends and our family. From this day forward, we are forever bonded as the University of Wyoming College of Law class of 2024. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about the class of 2024. We have parents, husbands, wives, partners, student athletes, a retired police officer, a retired firefighter, veterans, active duty military, and so many other professions. We have people from all corners of the United States, including California, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, and we have many more states. We have closer states such as Utah, Colorado, and of course, Wyoming. We have one Northern Arapaho, Allie. She's from Efity, Wyoming, and she traveled to London, England to be the first Northern Arapaho to see her great-great-grandfather's headdress in nearly 100 years. Even with so much diversity, we all managed to find a common ground. We created clubs, some more official than others. We traveled together. We participated in intramural sports as both participants and cheerleaders. We spent hours studying and even more hours gossiping, getting to know one another. We pulled each other into study groups. We sent outlines, notes, videos, endless amounts of study materials, all in the name of camaraderie. We were competitive, but in a way that pushed us to be our best selves and pushed us to think outside the box. The day that I was called Cutthroat Clark in Summer Trial Institute was a day that I will never forget. So I guess what I'm trying to say is this class is just a group of really amazing, badass people. I know every class thinks that they're the best, but I've been to the last 2 years of graduation, and I can say that this stage and this room is more packed than I've ever seen it, and it's just overflowing with the people who want to celebrate us and how truly incredible we are. And I could go on, and if Joe Budd hadn't told me to keep it short, I would continue to go on and on. That's how cool this class is. So in that spirit, I will just say that the things that I've learned about these individuals, of all the things I've learned about these individuals, the thing that stands out the most is our shared desire to make this world a better place. As we transition from seasoned law students into green lawyers, I hope we can draw strength from our experiences at the University of Wyoming and use these experiences as lessons to commit ourselves to the practice of law and shaping our clients' own futures. Remember, to have everything in life, you must give. Once again, thank you. Thank you to our professors for imparting not just legal knowledge, but invaluable life lessons. Thank you to the staff who were there for us, rooting for us at every step. To our friends who listened and allowed us to tell them about our newest legal knowledge, usually against their will. And to our families who held us, loved us, and pushed us to persevere. To my family, who has been my unwavering support system, I owe everything to you. To my classmates, my friends, as we celebrate today, make sure to take a moment to reflect on this journey. And be proud of your accomplishment. While it takes a village, remember that it was you who went to the exams, who took the tests, and who will ultimately be taking that fun bar exam at the end of the day. This has been, without a doubt, one of the absolute honors of my life. Thank you for the memories. Jesus. Thank you for allowing me to speak. I will never forget this place, these people, and this day. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you very much, Darby. We appreciate you and all the leadership you've provided throughout the years at the College of Law for all of our students. You're a real mentor and a role model for them, and we're proud to have you as a graduate today. I'd like to invite Sofia Salgado Cisneros, the president of the John Berman Student Government Group, to come to the podium and introduce our next speaker, who's the outstanding faculty member.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, staff, friends, family, and 2024 graduates. My name is Sofia Salgado Cisneros, and it is an honor to stand here in front of you and be a part of this memorable day that marks the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. Before I introduce the outstanding faculty, graduates, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you on this momentous occasion. As you leave here today, may you go forth with courage in your hearts, determination in your souls, and the knowledge that the future is yours to shape. I started law school with all of you, and I am truly inspired by you all. I have enjoyed all the memories I had the opportunity to make alongside you, and will miss you all, including the honorary 4Ls. For the past 3 years, your time at the University of Wyoming College of Law has been a unique one. From meeting everyone en masse and acclimating to a post-COVID world, you have made this journey your own. Your education here has been about more than just learning how to brief a case and outline. It has been about forging relationships with our professors and with each other. You have cultivated a community amongst each other that will go with you for a lifetime. You have left your mark in the school and this town. Now the world awaits you all, and I know you will all accomplish great things. The hallways without you won't be the same, and not only because we will be in an entirely new building. Now, I am honored to introduce the 2024 Outstanding Faculty Member, Professor Lauren McLean. Each year, the 3Ls, or in non-law school terms, the graduating class, have the opportunity to nominate and vote for a faculty member that has left an extraordinary mark on them during their time at law school. The College of Law is a small school and unique in that the faculty-student ratio allows for a more personable relationships to be formed within our time here. Prior to becoming the Professor McLean we recognize today, Lauren McLean had to navigate a similar journey as ours, starting as a law student. Professor McLean received her Bachelor's of Science in Communication from Radford University and later pursued her JD at Seattle University, where she graduated magna cum laude in the class of 2008. Being a lawyer is something Professor McClay wanted to do since she was in 3rd grade. Her mom tells stories about how she would walk around with a little brown briefcase with stickers all over that would carry her cases. Professor McLean grew up in the South in a very justice-conscious household where her single mom instilled in her and her brother the notions of equity and fairness. While it may have begun as a game in 3rd grade, her background and exposure to social injustice are what drove her to pursue law school. After graduating with her Juris Doctor, Professor McLean began her career as a public defender in King County, Washington. For 6 years, Professor McLean represented indigent clients accused of a wide range of cases from misdemeanors to felonies. In 2014, her career continued in criminal defense as she embarked in the private sector and began working for a private law firm. Professor McLean joined the Innocence Project Northwest at the University of Washington School of Law, where she investigated innocence claims made by Washington state prisoners. While she advocated for prisoners, she pushed for post-conviction DNA testing. Just 3 years after obtaining her JD, Professor McLean began to teach other practicing attorneys trial practice and techniques and forensic science. This made her realize she was trying to fill the gaps of legal education way too far down the pipeline. She decided to change course in her career and go from practicing to teaching full-time. She wanted to teach law students to be great lawyers, not already practicing lawyers who served as a reminder that our legal institutions were failing on delivering their promise to equip and mobilize practice-ready law students. She left Washington and joined the University of Wyoming College of Law faculty in 2018. She wasted no time in taking on roles that would allow her to do what she had set out to. From summer 2018 to summer 2023, Professor McLean directed the Defender Aid Clinic here at the College of Law, where students get first-hand experience defending individuals who have been accused or convicted of crimes and cannot afford counsel. She founded ULAP, an ongoing program for incoming 1Ls to address the gap in academic success and transition from undergraduate level to law school. She has taught a variety of courses from torts to 1Ls, to leading summer trial institute to 3Ls. Her courses are known to fill up fast, and when students ask for her to please extend her seat capacity, she will not turn you away. She sponsors clubs like Outlaw, an LGBTQ plus law student group, the student chapter of the Wyoming Trial Lawyer Association, and Wyoming Law Students for Equal Justice. Her passions lie beyond academia. Her scholarly interests and research have been in criminal law and forensic science. Professor McLean has been published in this area several times. Her latest publication was on tenure track in 2021. Last year, Professor McLean was awarded her tenure here at the College of Law. When asked what her favorite part about being a professor here, Professor McLean said that what she enjoyed the most about her time here is that, hands down, we engage with the mightiest and greediest students in the nation. The students aren't afraid to get dirty in the trenches and do the real client-centered work that needs to be done in our field. She would put her students up against any Harvard, Yale, or Stanford graduate any day. We are beyond lucky to have someone who cares so much about our education, who gives out her cell phone number and tells us to call her now as students or years while we're practicing. On behalf of John Berman Student Government, please welcome outstanding faculty, Lauren McLean.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I first just want to thank two of my mentors who are sitting next to me this morning, who I owe a great deal of gratitude to, and that's Jackie Bridgman, who rips up my publications so that they're bleeding red, and Jim Delaney, who calms me down. Thanks to you both. I wouldn't be here without Jim and Jackie. Okay. So I'm going to start with the University of Wyoming's land acknowledgement statement, and I would add an important recognition of our state's past. We collectively acknowledge that the University of Wyoming occupies the ancestral and traditional lands of the Cheyenne, Arapaho, Crow, and Shoshone indigenous people, along with other native tribes who call the Great Basin and Rocky Mountain region home. We recognize, support, and advocate alongside indigenous individuals and communities who live here now and with those who were forcibly removed from their homelands. You all are leaving this place to become advocates, champions, disciples, and of course, attorneys of law in what may fairly be described as antagonistic times, where much of our country stands divided because of rhetoric, politics, and claimed percipients, where much of our country, where the radio, static of our so-called opinions and purported beliefs on the nation's frequencies are so loud we can barely hear ourselves think, let alone our neighbors speak, where we have become so afraid of our past that many have chosen to ignore it or erase it. Today, I want to challenge all of you to remember and carry with you the past, actually. As you enter this centuries-old practice, I'd ask that you think of the past in two distinct ways, globally and then personally. And as you consider how the past informs your present and future, I think, as my dear mentor, Dr. Frederick Douglass Dixon would say, you as an attorney can either be an oppressor or an innovator. My true hope for you is the latter. Our global past. Although I use the word global and want you to think of the past in this way, I only have this floor, and I know you're really happy about this, for just a short time. So I will give you just a few examples of lawyers who were innovators in our nation's past. John Adams, our second president, one of the only presidents during that time to choose not to own another person's body and life and soul. In 1770, then 34-year-old Boston attorney Adams was faced with an impossible decision. Adams was no doubt a patriot, a state leader during the American Revolution, and one of our nation's most devoted founders. But there he sat in his office one morning in March 1770, soon after the so-called Boston Massacre, and decided he would represent the opposition, the enemy. What are you doing, Adams? On the morning of March 6, 1770, violence erupted between British soldiers and colonists outside the Boston's Custom House. There was evidence that the soldiers were attacked with all sorts of things, including ice, oyster shells, and broken glass. And then they fired into the crowd, claiming to have been acting in self-defense. 9 British soldiers were charged with murdering 5 colonists. And John Adams, risking his family's safety, his livelihood, and his reputation, decided he'd represent these soldiers. He'd represent them because he believed that everyone was entitled to a defense, that was a sign of dignity and humanity of our country. Attorney Adams was an innovator. Thurgood Marshall, our first African-American Supreme Court justice, subject to enormous stress, pressure, and hostility. Marshall was often referred to as Mr. Civil Rights throughout his career as he architected and strategized the end of state-sponsored racial segregation in our nation, which culminated in Brown v. Board of Education in 1954, although our schools did not fully integrate until, well, I don't know when. Brown marked the end of the legal doctrine of separate but equal under Plessy v. Ferguson. During oral argument, when Justice Frankfurter asked Marshall what he meant by equal, this is what Marshall responded with. Equal means getting the same thing at the same time at the same place. Attorney Marshall was an innovator. Reflecting on Justice Marshall's legacy should prompt us to not only celebrate his pioneering spirit, but also to acknowledge those who resisted progress, who were also lawyers on the other side. How oppressors cloaked as lawyers serve as a stark reminder of the obstacles in the pursuit of justice and the need for innovators like you, even if you're going to be a transactional attorney. One more attorney, Charlotte E. Ray. Ray is widely recognized as the first African-American female lawyer in the nation. She graduated Howard Law in 1872, because that's the only law school that would take her, and was subsequently the first female admitted to the District of Columbia Bar, laying the groundwork for other women around the country who would seek admission to practice in their jurisdictions too. Although Ray was only a practicing attorney for a short amount of time due to racial and gender discrimination, she was the first woman to practice in the D.C. Supreme Court, where she argued a case called Gadley v. Gadley in 1875. She represented a woman petitioning for a divorce from her extremely abusive husband in 1875. Ray was said to have been a fierce lawyer who commandeered the courtroom when she spoke. Ray was an innovator. Now reflect for a moment on your past, personal past. Consider Adams, Marshall, and Ray, remarkable individuals who, like you, navigated the challenges of law school. Well, actually, Adams did something called reading law, where you just study under a lawyer. What do you guys think about that? They didn't do it alone. They were carried by a network of loved ones whose unwavering support sustained them in every hour, even the darkest ones. Now take a moment to think of those pivotal figures in your life, because you emailed them to me. Do you remember? Perhaps some of them are here with us today, physically or spiritually. Their presence a testament to the profound impact they've had on your life. If you reach under your chair, they're there. Reach under your chair now, actually, and there's something there for you. And it's underneath the seat. There you go. So some of your names are in these cards, and I'm just going to read a few of them. I can't read them all. Dr. Tracy Patton, Norma Kelly and Dan Kelly, Cammie Vinoy and Phil Vinoy, Tracy Burrows and Vince Burrows, Timothy Rolich and Lizo Bertagnoli, Aaliyah Khan, Muhammad Khan, Stephanie Tucker, Roger Tucker, Temple Stollinger, Max Benson. I'm sorry, I can't read them all, you all, right? Shelby Burrows, Prisgada. Hope I did that right. Dalton Grube, Jessica Mislin, Beth Oberg, Quinn Oberg, Brent Oberg, Michelle Bokovac, sorry, Michaela. Yep. Amber Gertz, Kat Fries, Katie Welniak, Sarah Hoyer, Eric Hoyer, Lynn Clark, Ron Clark, Bridget Frost, right? This is just to name a few. It is with their guidance, their encouragement, that you stand or sit here for now today. You are here because of them, and you are here because of you, integral parts of your journey. As you embark on your journey as advocates of the law, remember this: our past, both global and personal, is not to be dismissed or erased. It holds some immense significance. From the ancestral lands of the Cheyenne, Arapaho, Crow, and Shoshone indigenous people, to the struggles and triumphs of pioneers like John Adams, Thurgood Marshall, and Charlotte E. Ray, our history shapes our present and our future, and it's not to be forgotten. So let me just wrap this up, right? In these divisive times where rhetoric and politics threaten to drown out our voices, it's crucial to embrace these lessons of the past. John Adams, facing the moral dilemma of defending British soldiers, showed us that everyone is entitled to a defense. Thurgood Marshall's unwavering fight against racial segregation exemplified the spirit of innovation in the face of adversity. And Charlotte E. Ray blazed trails despite facing great, significant discrimination. Just as these trailblazers were supported by their communities, you too have family and friends and colleagues and mentors who have guided you through every challenge. They are the foundation upon which you stand, the thread connecting your past to your present. So as you navigate the difficulties of your legal careers, just remember this: you are here because of them, because of your past, because of your own resilience and determination. Do not forget that first and foremost. Draw strength from your roots, though. Let them guide you as you strive to not just be attorneys, but be innovators. I am blessed to have known each and every single one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor McLean, and congratulations again on this important recognition. I want to ask everyone here to put away your phones. We're going to take a test on what you just heard. Just joking. Next, it is tradition each year for the graduating class to invite a graduation speaker to present to the graduation group words of wisdom as they head out into the real world. This year's graduation speaker is Judge David Singleton from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Justice Singleton has served on the Cheyenne Municipal Court since 2022, and for the past 2 years has been an adjunct professor of law here at the College of Law, where he teaches trial practice and civil pretrial litigation. He's a graduate of the University of Wyoming College of Law and received his bachelor's degree in political science from UW as well. He spent several years with the district attorney's office prosecuting felony drug offenses in Cheyenne before becoming a municipal court judge. We're grateful to have Judge Singleton as a member of our faculty, a devoted member to the College of Law and alumnus, and we're certainly very happy to have him speak here today to send our graduates out into the real world. Please welcome Judge David Singleton.
I wanted to be able to see you all. That was part of the reason why I ad hoc chose this podium. First, I want to thank the graduating class of 2024 for inviting me to speak. Thank you to the law school administration, faculty, and staff for welcoming me, helping me, always being there. Class of 2024, congratulations to you for completing perhaps some of the hardest years of your life. This has been trying, but you've made friends. There have been tribulations, you've had hardships, I'm sure. We all know. We've all been there. We've all seen it. 10 years ago, I sat exactly where you all sit, so I get the feeling. Next, you're worried about the bar exam. Let's stop here for just a minute, though. Recognize, appreciate, acknowledge yourselves for your accomplishments. You did it. You're here. You're on this stage right now. Don't forget those moments in your career to congratulate yourself and be proud of your hard work. The bar exam is coming. The only real advice that I have for you is take moments for yourselves, kiss your loved ones, hug them, take time for yourselves as well too, and just remember, you're gonna be cranky. Add more caffeine to it if necessary. Treat your studying like a job, quite frankly. It'll be trying, exhausting, and exhilarating all at the same time. You'll worry about your progress. You'll have those dark moments of self-doubt. Will I make it? That Barbary exam said that I didn't do as well as I should have. Don't look at that. Just keep going. It's a job. You'll pass the bar. You'll be fine, I promise you. All right, now fast forward with me, right? Picture this as you go to your first job as a lawyer. You've got your new jacket, your new skirt, maybe a lapel pin, your shoes are on point, you're going to a meeting with your client, you're going to court for the first time, whatever it might be. Remember that image as motivation for everything that you're going to do from here and everything that you'll do after. Talking a little bit about lawyering. I didn't know growing up I wanted to be a lawyer. Not really sure how I got there, quite frankly. Through a winding career, through winding educational experiences, I finally found my way to it. But what I realized is I wanted to help people, I wanted to serve people, and I wanted to do something that was intellectually stimulating. JD turns out is a pretty good degree for that. In that same way, being a lawyer is a privilege and a gift. I've represented clients with special needs. I've represented clients in their darkest times and people who were preparing for a brighter future. Additionally, I've prosecuted heinous criminal acts. I've also seen victims standing at podiums, trembling as they gave their victim impact statement. All of those things are impactful. All of those things meant something to me personally. No matter what the circumstances, though, lawyering is about human relationships. Whether it be clients, witnesses, victims, clerks, judges, whomever, the relationships that you develop with people will be what carry you through this profession. You've been trained to interpret the law, but don't forget that you've also learned to be effective communicators. People will rely on you to take their problems and distill them down and argue on their behalf, especially when they cannot. I loved practicing law, writing motions, negotiating cases, and arguing in court. but most of all, I love trying cases. For those of you in my trial practice class, you know that. It's an adrenaline rush of orchestrated chaos. If you've prepared, you're in complete control, only of those things that you can control. That said, I'm incredibly fortunate as a judge that I still get to be in the courtroom, watch lawyers hone their craft, review their motions, and referee the system you all are about to enter. That all said, my most treasured time has been working with you all in the law school. I'm at a point in my career that I feel like I have something to give back as a mentor, but let me be clear, I was the mentee for many years, and still am in many, many ways. The mentor-mentee relationship in the law is perhaps second only to the attorney-client relationship. I've had several extraordinary mentors. Some of them are on this stage right now. Both in law school and my career, I've had those extraordinary mentors. They've been people who have guided me, taught me more, checked me when I was off base. I implore all of you to find those mentors. They often will not know they need to be your mentor, so knock down doors, keep in contact with professors, cold call firms, sit in court, stop by judges' chambers. And for those of you who plan on practicing in Wyoming, I've got some folks who are ready to invest in you as their mentors, or as your mentors. As a segue from relationships, I want you to keep in mind just how important your reputation is. Whether here in Wyoming as a practicing lawyer, where every lawyer is probably only separated by 1 or 2 degrees, or in another jurisdiction where judges, clerks, public, whomever it might be, see you out and about in the grocery store, wherever it is, your reputation matters, and it will be what carries you through. Whether it's developing that first client relationship and nurturing it throughout your career, developing a working relationship with opposing counsel, or making sure that you double-checked all of your citations so that when the judge reads your motion, your brief, whatever it might be, they know you're the one that they can rely on. You're all brilliant and future experts in whatever area of law you choose to do next, but it's your reputation that will get those things done. It will be the reputation that settles a case with an opposing counsel, or lets the judge maybe lean your direction when they have competing opposing propositions of law. Finally, I want to talk to you about collegiality. Collegiality in the law is something that I fear is sometimes lost. We've all heard the jokes about lawyers. I won't repeat any of those here. Because while there might be those attorneys out there, I implore and challenge all of you to be better than that. All of you. Because there is without a doubt a marked difference between zealous advocacy, which I know you've all heard, and just being a jerk for the sake of it. It's so easy to allow zealous representation to drag you down into crabby emails, sassy arguments, and bad judgment. Your clients will pay you to be their objective measure of case or of a situation. The judge will rely on you to relay the facts and the law accurately. Don't get me wrong, emotion has its place, but don't let it rule your practice. Now, briefly, I want to address all of you in attendance. You're all here supporting and cheering all of these graduates on. On their behalf, I thank you. I thank you for supporting them through finals, encouraging them to apply for that job that maybe they thought they couldn't get, and hearing that same story about that one time that a professor cold called them, and if they had just read that one extra page, they probably would have gotten the answer right. We've all been there. I mean this sincerely, whether immediate family members, spouses, or friends, they are going to need you even more now over the next few months than they have over the last 3 years. Be patient with them, remind them that they can do this, turn off the Barbary videos for them, take them outside and go swing at the park. Those are going to be the important things in life. Those are going to be the things that they need from you in these moments. Graduates, I taught some of you, know many of you, met most of you, but I support all of you in your future endeavors. The legal profession, your success is the legal profession's success. Congratulations. Now go conquer the bar and join the ranks of the legal profession with curiosity and zeal.
Thank you, Judge Singleton, and thank you for those words of wisdom for our students, and thank you for all that you do for the College of Law. And now for the main event. I would like to ask Dean Hoyt to come to the podium to present the 2024 graduating class. Dean Hoyt, the floor is yours.
To the class of 2024, picking a favorite class is kind of like picking a favorite child. Pretty impossible, but I will say you all rank right up there with my favorite child. I left each of you a little something on your chair. I hope you all got it. It's just to remind you that you always have a home at the law school and you always have a friend in me. Congratulations. Kirsten Barros. Jack Bowmaster. James Bell. James is graduating with honors today. Ingrid Bent. Ingrid is graduating with honors today. Amari Bertinoli. Amari is graduating with honors today. Christopher Binger. Christopher is graduating with honors today. Claire Boggs. Michaela Bokovats. Andrew Bowers. Chris Boynton. Heather Bradford. Heather is graduating with honors today. Just in case you didn't hear that, Heather is graduating with honors today. Paige Brimhall. Paige is also graduating with honors today. Joe Budd. Kira Burke. Kira is graduating with honors today. Jesselyn Burrows. Braylon Cardenas. Hannah Clancy. Darby Clark. Fallon Clay. Jacob Collinsworth. Katie Cook. Katie is also receiving a joint degree with a master's in environment and natural resources. Andrew Davis. Andrew is graduating with honors today. Gabrielle Despain. Brandon Duckworth. Shay Durant. Colton Edwards. Colton is graduating with honors today. Amber Ferguson. Amber is graduating with honors today. Scarlett Forrest. Scarlett is graduating with honors today. Andrew Fries. Tristan Frost. Tristan is graduating with honors today. Kate Gamble. Kate is also receiving a joint degree with the Master's in Environment and Natural Resources. Jordan Gless. Jordan is graduating with honors today. Matthew Gradecki. Matthew is graduating with honors today. Amanda Green. Miles Guzman. James Harkin. James is graduating with honors today. David Henrich. David is graduating with honors today. Bryce Hester. Benjamin Hoyer. Benjamin is graduating with honors today. Leanne Johnston. Sarah Kelly. Sarah is graduating with honors today. Micah Kellogg. Farah Khan. Farah is graduating with honors today. Tiffany Kilpack. Tiffany is graduating with honors today. Catherine Cleve. Catherine is graduating with honors today. Damon Nechtel. Margaret Lang. Jared Lange. Jared is graduating with honors today. Kayla Lucas. Kayla is also receiving a joint degree with a master's in public administration. Gabe Maldonado. Carly Mansker. Jackson Marcotte. Jack Martin. Jack is graduating with honors today. Samuel Melima. Sam is also receiving his joint degree with a master's in public administration. Matt Mislin. Matt is graduating with honors today. Morgan Mulestein. Peter Nagel. Kelsey Musma. Soren Oberg. Michael Partrick. Michael is graduating with honors today. Magdalena Pellets. Magdalena is graduating with honors today. Lydia Pine. Lydia is graduating with honors today. Paige Reeling. Paige is also receiving her joint degree with a master's in public administration. Iva Reckling. Iva is graduating with honors today and is also receiving her joint degree with a master's in environment and natural resources. Connor Ryan. Russell Rolfing. Alyssa Romero. Ethan Simler. Kaylee Sims. Kaylee is graduating with honors today. Conrad Sneezik. Alex Taylor. Michael Tench. Christine Tortoris. Caitlin Tucker. Caitlin is graduating with honors today. Cicely Vanoy. Cicely is graduating with honors today. Benjamin Wall. Allison White Eagle. Blake Williams. Zoe Wilson. And last but not least, Nathan Wise. Nathan is graduating with honors today. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Congratulations indeed. I've been told that this is a new PR for quickness here at the UW College of Law. Wonderful job, you guys. The next time I'm flying Southwest, I hope you're the 84 people that are in front of me getting off the plane. Wonderful job. To make it official, we have to make it official here at the university. I want to invite Trustee Kermit Brown to the podium to confer the degrees.
Well, thank you, Dean Alexander. He always allows me to say a few words at these graduation ceremonies, and I really want to speak to the parents and the grandparents, because you're the ones that determined that we should have this university, and you're the ones that support this university. And certainly, I've made my share of disparaging remarks from time to time about young people, and I told my wife one day, I said, I'm starting to sound like my grandpa. But make no mistake, from time to time, it's my privilege to come over here and judge different competitions, client counseling, appellant arguments, trial practice. And when you see these young people in this course of study and they come in and their hair's on fire, I swear, and they are working so hard and they're so earnest in their endeavor, and it really always restores my faith. So when you look at that group, I can guarantee you that somewhere in that group sits a governor, maybe a couple, a CEO of a corporation, a striking public figure in other endeavors, perhaps a Supreme Court justice, perhaps a president of the United States. And they are going to do wonderful and amazing work in our society. They are going to make decisions long after we're gone. You know, I used to be in the legislature, and I said the hardest thing in the legislature is trying to make decisions 50 years out, and I'll never know if they worked or not. And they will be making those kind of decisions. So rest assured, I think our future is in good hands with these young people, and I'm really proud of what they've done. So with that, would the candidates for Juris Doctor degrees please rise? Upon recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University of Wyoming, I confer upon you the Juris Doctor degree and course.
Thank you, Trustee Brown, and thank you, graduates. Congratulations once again. I want to thank our organist, Punch Williamson, today for the music. Our faculty, our staff, and students who helped put on this production, and certainly our Hooters today. Congratulations. I also want to remind the graduates that we will be taking a class photo on stage immediately after the ceremony, and there will be a reception to follow in the main hallway behind you. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your dean during your time in law school. I wish you all the best of luck in your future pursuits, and I look forward to hearing great things from all of you in the future. Congratulations again, and thank you all. This concludes our ceremony.